In the past 2 days, we've seen, an overflow of anger from Zimbabwean people, especially after we have seen that the system and the regime is hell-bent on holding on to power at any cost, pushing through an illegal constitutional amendment of wanting to keep Rukachivende in power until. And following such developments, we have started to see voices coming out and beginning to speak against this development. Time to address the current crisis the nation faces under Zanu PF. President Nelson Chamisa speaks. So let's watch and see the progressive forces. And I've never seen such anger, which I am seeing muma social media. And people can't just take it, and they are saying enough is enough. If you go around in the Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, or TikTok, wherever, you find that people are discussing on these issues, and it seems like Ziambi, they are adamant, and they are telling themselves that they are not bowing down, they are not going back, and they will want to push this illegal system into power. But one chinotirwadza as always inyaya yekuti tiri kuziva zvedu the treacherous guy kuti ari kuenda nevanhu kupi. Tinoziva kuti muroyi ari kuenda nevanhu kupi, ari kuda kungonosvika opedza navo kana angosvika muzoni yake yaari kuda kuenda. Vese vana Ziambi ava vachachema, vese vana Tagurei, vese ava gurupu rese iro richachema kumberi uko. Dei zvainzi vanobudirira nezvavari kuda kuita. Ndo pavaizonoona Mnangagwa achinovakanda pasi pebhasi kana angoona kuti zvinhu zvake zvaita. I'm telling you, I wish these guys would discern and be able to see kuti munhu watiri kudhila naye munhu akaita sei. So issue esiyibona le illegal amendment of the constitution iphathe ebuhlungu ukuthi abantu laba abaphelekezela umloyi umthakathi lo lapha ayakhona ababoni ukuthi umuntu lo uplanani ngaphambilini. Umuntu lo uzabajikijela ngaphansi kwebhasi bonke laba abacabanga ukuthi mbe babonke mbe baya ngaphi bonke. Ubaba lo ucabanga ifamily yakhe kuphela and hala nhliziyo yomunye umuntu, but they are too blind to see the truth. These people are blinded. They can't see that we are dealing with a very treacherous man. This is the very same man who was coming out as I'm a constitutionalist, I'm not going to what. And then you remember that that journalist akamvunza akati, what about if they persuade you to go on? Akati, I will persuade the persuaders not to persuade me to go. That's what he said. And look at it today. Nasi yapinda mcabinet yatopasa nyaya yakusara kushenda ku parliament, and iye akapfavirira adi kubuda out akati I'm stopping the persuaders that are persuading me. You see the treachery. And ndiye munhu akapandukira hama dzake dzese dzakamutora atiza mugabe akatizira muSouth Africa. Hama dzake vese vana parents shiri vana SB moyo vese vakamurwira vakamudzosa ivo akavapandukira akavaponda one by one. Asi chinondinetsa ndechekuti maZimbabweans hatisi kusvinura. It's like we are not waking up from our deep slumber. I don't know kuti what's happening. I don't know what's happening. So what we are talking about is the whole issue that we are looking at is the issue of having a leadership that can be able to stand, that can be able to stand. So what we are looking at a situation where things are not going well, totally. And once we continue to see things not moving well in this manner, it's a sign also of the nation never going anywhere. The nation can't move. We can't go anywhere. So that's what we are talking about. What is very, very important is we need to look at a leadership that knows why it is in the office of power. Then we start to see things beginning to happen. Zimbabwe can never be better until we get people that have got the nation at heart. Time to address root cause of country's crisis. President Chamisa speaks on impending constitutional catastrophe. So citizen leader advocate Nelson Chamisa on Thursday weighed in on the constitutional amendment bill that seeks to extend President Emerson Mnangagwa's term of office to 2030, warning that the country risks plunging into a deeper constitutional and governance crisis if the root causes of Zimbabwe's instability are not addressed. In a strong-worded message, Chamisa framed the debate as one that goes beyond the proposed legal changes, arguing that Zimbabwe's central challenge is legitimacy and the will of the people. The heart of the crisis, fight we must, but which fight? Chamisa said. He urged citizens to shift focus from what he described as surface-level political battles to the fundamental question of democratic legitimacy and credible leadership. Fellow citizens, let's address the root problem once and for all. Zimbabwe needs and deserves a fairly and credibly chosen citizen government, an inclusive government from the citizens, by the citizens, and for the citizens, he said. Chamisa suggested that contesting isolated constitutional provisions without resolving broader governance concerns would amount to fighting the wrong battle. Using the metaphor to illustrate his point, he added, if someone steals your car and drives off, later you find them in a garage changing the wheels, is your battle truly about the wheels or about reclaiming your car and taking back what was yours all along? Yes, I think that's a valid point there that he makes there. That the issue even about Mnangagwa amending constitution, Mnangagwa amend the constitution yechi because haatofanga kutombovapo to begin with. Zvigananda Zanu PF yacho havafani kutombovapo kuti so as to amend the constitution havafani kutombowani kwavari ipapo. You see, that's what we are talking about. That's what he is also mentioning here, which means the fundamental issue, kuti, are you really supposed to be there? Kuti mugozombowana that opportunity to want to amend the constitution. Saka, ameno, apakangomira manzonzo, zvinhu zvese zvakangotaridza kuti zvakangoita upside down. But we want to believe God that out of this chaos, we are going to see order coming out of this chaos. Saka, let's continue to move and pray and believe God. Tichiona kuti kumagumo tinoziva kuti kune nyaya. And at the end of the day, things must go as accordingly. I know that it has taken long for us, Zimbabweans, kuti tisvike papoint yatoda kusvika. We have taken long, and it has been long, and a lot of people have lost their patience. Vanhu vakawanda vakugive up. Vanhu vakawanda vasvika papoint yekuti no. Are we ever going to come out of this? But I can assure you, there is nothing that lasts forever. Not even Zanu PF, not even this evil system. Inodonera pasi chete. Isusu, let us continue focusing. Atirambe tichimhanya neleni ratiri kumhanya naro. And Mama Agnes' problem is vanhu vemuzima havasi on internet, most of them havasi kutozviziva. So chero kukanzi vanhu muroad hakuna anobuda, especially kuZimbabwe ndokunoita problem iyo. And to some extent I think vanoda kutoti situation iyoyo irambe yakadaro. Hanzi chazvakanakira haasiri Mwari anogona kutadza kuzviona zvese zvaari kuronga vanhu vauraya vakawanda. Yes, definitely. Like what we were saying yesterday, but even vanga plana zvavo, but God also has his own plans. And the power to the people, zvavakuda kubatana kuita chigwira ingwe pakadai. Yes, unity of purpose, very, very important, especially panguva yakaita seiyoyi. Tinofanga kuramba takarangarira kuti what gives us strength is unity. What causes us to win is unity. And that is exactly what we must be looking forward to. That unity of purpose as Zimbabwean people, and to speak with one voice and to defend our nation. And like I said that other day, kuti tinofanga kudzidza some of the things, my weaknesses atinoona ramba kuchiitwa kuti when we have our own Moseses, we have our own Davids, tinozoita problem as Zimbabweans ekutema vana David vedu nana Moses vedu nematombo futi. And that is a problem which we must wake up from. Because takazviona these two gentlemen that have just left us, Comrade Geza vaitemwa nematombo, touya futi kune nyaya yaSaruwaka wacho aitemwawo futi nematombo, and kusvikira afa nobody really knew whether he was genuinely fighting for Zimbabwe or not. You see, it's a big problem. It's a Zanu thing, only to discover possibly when it is too late on his deathbed that this man was actually, genuine about the whole struggle for the liberation and the freedom of the people of Zimbabwe. Saka, tinofanira kudzidza hatiregei kutema maleaders edu nematombo. Munoona kuti ivo vezanu vacho havaiti izvozvo, havatemi ruka chiende wavo nematombo. Chero ivo vakarwa pachavo, iye vanenge vachingomuti right aripo. Handisi kuti isusu we must bootlick. I'm not saying that we must do bootlicking or create some other Mnangagwas or Mugabes. That one we don't want. Tinoda ma-leaders are approachable. Ma-leaders are not accept criticism, are not accept suggestions that come from other people. And I should think that the young man Chamisa would be able to be such kind of a leader. And we need to pray for my leaders. Vasa overtake some spirit, kana munhu akuenda pachigaro chiya onai zvakuita vana ichilema, onai zvakaita vana chakwerawo. Chigaro chiya chine imwe mhepo inosumuka paye kuti some of those people that go there vanenge vachida kutobackiwa up with prayer kuitira kuti vasare overtake neimwe mhepo inosumuka immediately somebody goes there. But definitely tinosvika chete. We have come a long way for us to give up. Hanzi musaputse chirongo masvika, tatova just very close to the dream of a new great Zimbabwe. But what we need to do is to keep focusing, keep praying, and keep believing. The God we serve is faithful, and we know that kusununga kwenyika is just but by the corner. Bless you.